$1,000 first prize on the line.
Criss and Steve Hoskins. Yep, Criss starts with
And that's $1,000 to the PBA Tour Foundation, courtesy of Budweiser, as Tim Criss starts off very well in the championship match.
And our first look today at Steve Hoskins. Watch the high backswing. A short man who develops the power with that backswing. And back.
Yep.
And that's
Hoskins
$1,000 to the PBA Tour Foundation, courtesy of Budweiser. So a good start for both of our bowlers in the championship match. For Steve Hoskins, the top seed in Mechanicsburg, the Greater Harrisburg Open, failed to get the job done here. He's got another opportunity just a few weeks later.
Well, he's a player that can put adversity behind him. He's not thinking about what happened a few weeks ago. He's concentrating on what's going on right now. And his first shot looked very good. Let's see how he looks on lane 33.
Oh my, solid 9.
And a solid 9-pin for Steve Hoskins, Marshall.
And really a shot that very well could have struck. Look how close the ball comes to the 9-pin. He knows he strike right now. He knows he struck. Oh, what is going on?
Steve was PBA Rookie of the Year in 1989. Tomorrow, the CBS Sports Spectacular takes you to the city of New Orleans for the U.S. Outdoor Track and Field Championship. We'll see some of our nation's premier athletes competing, including Marion Jones in the women's 200 and Maurice Green in the men's 100. That's tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular. 7-pin lead for Tim Criss.
And another shot that looked good off his hand. Ball comes in just a little bit light. The pins are starting to scatter. Something ran interference on the 4-pin and the 7-pin stand. He's hoping it's going to get there. And a light hit usually strikes. What's going on here?
And Criss Sotenberg in frame number 2. He and Hoskins begin with identity, and they are dead even right now for 2.
Tim Criss bowling very well today. He's hit the pocket in every shot he's thrown so far in the opening couple of games, except for one time. So really very confident on these lanes. He's got the line. He knows what he needs to do. Let's just execute. He was very fortunate just to leave the 2-pin. Take a look as the ball comes in, very light. Look at the 2-pin, look at the 10-pin, and it looks like he's going to have to shoot this, but wait a minute, here comes some help for the 10. Takes what could have been a very difficult split and makes it an easy 2-pin conversion.
Steve Hoskins, a slender 1-pin lead. Steve attended St. Petersburg Junior College.
Just didn't quite get the projection out onto the lane. That ball was on the lane a little early. Ball hooked high. So take a look at Steve Hoskins' form. Look how high the backswing is. Almost over his head, Gary. Just did not quite get the ball far enough down the lane. The ball started hooking too early. He leaves the 4. Now to pick it up. And no problem.
Follow all your favorite sports and get updated scores and stats on the net. CBS Sportsline has exclusive columns and video highlights, plus interviews, chats, and more. Go to cbs.sportsline.com. Marshall, you know, Steve Hoskins won the first ever mini arena setting, which is what we have here at the AC Delco Classic back in Pittsburgh in 1997, so he, in fact, is used to this format.
Well, he's comfortable with the format. He wants to get some strikes so he can start getting the crowd going in his favor. Comes in even higher, the 4-pin and the 10-pin, as we see once again. Don't hit high in the pocket. You're gonna leave a split. Needs to get the ball to the left-hand side of the 4-pin, knock it into the 10. Difficult split. Can he do it? Look at that! There's the fire, Steve Hoskins. And Marshall, the kind of thing that'll get a guy ready to go for the final 5 frames. This will really energize you. This is an extraordinarily difficult split to make. He gets it done, and there's some fire from Steve Hoskins. Tim Criss, he's got a 2-pin lead. He shoots in the 4th frame.
Now, if either bowler strikes here in the 5th frame, $1,000 will be donated to the PBA Tour Foundation, courtesy of Budweiser. To date, $18,000 has been donated to the PBA Tour Foundation, courtesy of Budweiser. Tim Criss working on a strike, and it's nip and tuck right now.
He's got a 2-pin lead. Strike here, will take it up to 12. That's not the stop, though. Not a good shot.
Freak 6.
Marshall appeared to be high on the head pin.
Well, it was, and the reason it was high is because he did not get the ball down the lane far enough. The ball was set down early on the lane. It hooked early, and there you go, right through the nose. Important to just maintain the form. Pick up this spare, he'll still be 2 pins up. And this spare right here is the very spare that enabled Tim Criss to make it to our top 4. That's what Danny Wiseman missed last night in the final game.
Chris Spade.
Tim Criss, 2 pins over Steve Hoskins, and Marshall, we know how quickly that can change.
Well, certainly. Let's see what kind of energy Steve Hoskins got from that last split conversion as he moved deeper in on the lane, really throws the ball far to the right. A little bit lost right now.
And the 2-8 lead for Steve Hoskins, the 8-pin sleeper behind. Again, very tight. If we should end in a tie, after 10 frames, we'll have a sudden death, 1-ball roll-off.
Certainly do not take this spare for granted. It makes a very good shot. Picks up the 2-8, but he's wondering right now, what kind of adjustments do I have to make? I'm coming in a little high. I'm coming in a little light. Tim Criss seems to be lined up. Just made a bad shot in his last delivery. Now, Criss is the one that's got the 1 game under his belt, which is always an advantage. But Steve Hoskins has won before from the #1 spot. He's looking to do it again here in one of the most prestigious events that we have on tour.
11 years on the PBA Tour. Steve Hoskins, 6 national titles.
Hoskins could have played that one, even the 4.
And Steve leaves the 4-pin in the 6th.
Now, Hoskins started out this game with a strike, but it's been since the 1st frame since he's thrown one. This will be his 5th consecutive spare.
Well, we are in the championship match of the AC Delco Classic, and it is close. Tim Criss up by 5.
Well, both the bowlers are struggling a little bit, Gary, in the last 6 shots. These 2 guys have missed the pocket 4 times, so they need to shore up their games. That's got to hurry. Here it comes in the pocket 7-10 split. Take a look as the ball comes in the pocket just fine, but the 5-pin goes behind the 7. 6 lays in the channel. It's a 7-10. And truly, just a monumentally bad break.
You know, Marshall, the crowd chanting Turtle, which is Tim Criss's nickname. To no avail there. The most difficult of all to pick up the 7-10. Picks up the 7, leaves the 10, and may leave the door wide open here for Steve Hoskins.
Well, he did leave the door open for Steve, but Steve needs to figure out a way to get himself back in the pocket. As you can see, Tim Criss now down by 8 pins. to put that bad break behind him. Hang on, ball. Well, from a terrible break to a great one. You know, it's really kind of a funny game. You throw the ball right in the pocket, you leave the 7-10 split, you make your next shot, it goes almost through the nose, and you trip out the 4-7-10.
Steve Hoskins, a possible 234. And that's the first step on that road to a possible 234.
Well, he's made the proper adjustment. I'm sure he was talking with his ball rep. As we were in commercials, we take a look. Look at the ball inside the fourth arrow, all the way out to about 10, and back high flush in the pocket. And just a magnificent shot and timely. As you can see him say, one more baby. With a strike here, he would take this to an 18-pin lead and really put the pressure on Tim Criss.
This year, the tournament leader 7-7 in the final match.
There's the power of a Tim Criss. Tim Criss and Robert Smith both have the ability to get the ball to come back from a very, very wide angle, and he just splatters the pins over. You can see he's just trying to calm himself down now. As we take a look at Tim Criss, he's also working on a strike. Can cut that 18-pin deficit to 8 with the strike here in the 8th frame. The lane he left the 7-10. And no 7-10 that time, Gary.
Strong shot from Tim Criss, who's now recorded back-to-back strikes, but still finds himself down 8 pins to Steve Hoskins.
And here we go. It's a 2-frame game for these guys. Tim Criss, if he were to strike here in the 9th frame, he would take the lead. But Steve Hoskins, he has control of his destiny. If he were to strike out, this is his tournament to win.
The cry of Turtle.
It works. That's a 2-pin lead for Tim Criss. It seems when this man needs it the most, he's able to come through and make the shot. Absolutely dead solid perfect, and he knew it as soon as it left his hand.
Steve Hoskins has to answer.
Couple of confident players.
Hoskins makes a free
late in the game. This is what the fans came to see.
Steve Hoskins needs 2 strikes and 3 pins to win.
Well, he can get those 3 pins, Gary, but the 2 strikes are going to be the tough part. This is all a Pro Bowler can ask for. He has the opportunity going into the 10th frame in the final game of the tournament to throw a couple of strikes to lock up the victory.
Hoskins doubled up the first one.
But it's stopped looking in the back end.
One more strike for Steve Hoskins. Take a look, Gary. Watch his ball as it goes inside the 4th arrow, around 22 board. Now, right now, it looks like it's going to hook high, but it stops. He's not sure. Hoskins made the great comeback this game after going frames 2 through 6 without throwing a single strike. He's put together 4 strikes in a row. Once again, a little distraction. He puts his ball down, picks it back up, starts the routine all over again. Very important to keep that 3-shot routine to make you comfortable enough to be able to go up and throw the strike.
Steve got the catch double.
And Steve Hoskins has done it.
Take a look. This is the shot to win the tournament. And not a better shot could he throw. He knows this is 52,000. This is the AC Delco Championship. And there he goes. He got enough hits. He did the job. Got it all taken care of.
Yeah.
Champion Steve Hoskins.
Awesome match.
Our
Hope you like and
1998
subscribe.
AC